Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Rohit, and today I am here to discuss a new topic called definitely it's an a service portal topic, but we'll discuss about that external dependency and the calendar, how we can do that. So if you see my screen, I am in right now. The full calendar IO is a website. They are providing a good features. It's a JavaScript library basically. Using this, we could have use the multiple task like a calendar. We can go to that. You can use this calendar and go that any of this date, and we can came back to this data. So there they have that documentation. You can go through their documentation and implement in your system. Uh, but today I'm going to do that the same thing from the scratch. I read their documentation. I go through some of the I done some of the research and uh, done some analysis. And today I'm going to use or build a widget calendar in inside the service now using this library function. So hope guys you guys will like this and will learn. I can guide you something on that. Okay, so let's start my using the service instance. So currently I am using the service instance. It is in the newer release, but definitely you can implement in any of your version. That doesn't matter. If you uh, have that service non basic knowledge, you can build that. If you don't have, you can if you have any doubts, you can ping me separately in my WhatsApp number. I'll um, put the number in my video description. So let's start how we can do that. So everything will be dynamic here. So I already create one table. Let me show you the tables so that you can. So this is the table I created the events, and this table have the three informations. So let me open that record. So one is that test one, and it will be start 2020 in January. And secondly, I have that November 8 test 3, and I hope that another one test 2, that 7th. So total I have three events, and those events should be rendered to the calendar using that service portal widget. So there is no functionality right now in the service portal that could have render the calendar. So you need to inject the external dependency and do that stuff. So we'll learn quickly how we can do. So quickly, I'm going to that widget module and going to create a new widget. So clicking that new widgets and showing that how we can do that. So this is our new widget, and here we are going to implement that our widgets. So let's see. I'm just putting that calendar widget. So and clicking the save option so that it can and then we'll done from the widget editor actually. So you can definitely go to the service portal module, and there is a widget editor module. From there also you can go. So I created the widgets and click that widget editor. It will open the editor mode, and where we can start building on that. So this is our widget editor. I'm just closing that client script and HTML and all those stuff. So let me put some code so that I can get the data from that backend table and show into the JSON. Okay. So as I discussed that initially, all the information should be stored into that backend table, and from the backend table, I should be able to query and represent that data. Okay. So let's query that table where gr. So I'm basically querying that glide record table. I'm just glide recording that table called events table that I just show that events. In this table, I am putting this table name to my glide record here, and gr dot query, and here I should get all the details. So I am query while doing while and gr dot next, and just like that I'll build a temporary JSON. This is my temporary JSON, and inside that I should put some of the details. So event JSON, I can put that id equal to gr.sysid, and next thing is that I should get the start date and the title. So first title gr.get display value, and I'm putting that u underscore title. Next, event JSON and start. So there will be the start date. So start gr.get display value, start what is the name? Let me open that field and see it. It is start u underscore start and u underscore end. So I'll put that. Alright, so we are able to fetch that information, and that needs to be put in a JSON. So we'll put that data dot event list dot push, and I'll put that JSON completely. So before that, I'm trying to declare that one in the top side. So those are the data, those are the basic things I am querying and storing. So I'll show you that how it looks like after query this data and storing that. So if I go to the HTML and said that, let's save this one and see how it looks like first. So it will basically generate a JSON, and that JSON will have that the information. So let me enable the preview mode and see how it looks like. So it's loading, and if you see that this is the JSON, complete JSON, which is bringing all the information. Let me show you in the Notepad++ how it looks like. So if I open this Notepad++ and copy this one and go here, plugins, JS formatter. So you can see we have that one array, second array, and third array, three array. We have start, end, ID, and title. These all information we have with the time and date, all those stuffs. So using that, we'll do that all those stuffs. So let's quickly do that. So for those to show that that data, we need a some of the dependency. You can directly download the dependency, or this is the CDN link, and those for the CSS and JS, we are going to use that as the external dependency and use that. So going to that, open in platform, and scroll down, and so dependency, we are going to create a new dependency called calendar. Okay, so if you see here, they will guide you that they have that all the zip file, you can download that zips here. So if you see, if I go to that full calendar there, they supported all the documents, like they supported that React, Value, Angular, TypeScript, all those things. Along with that, you can download directly the zip file. There should be somewhere link. I am not able to find right now. Where you can download that links and like downloads those data and encrypt, but I am just using that CSDN link right now. So if I go here and click the new button and creating that so you can create the UI script and attach, or else if you are making that URL base, so you can also do that. So this is the JS link, so I should get to the JS and put here zip. So this dependency, that dependency have added this JavaScript, you can see that. And also the CSS, we need to add the CSS. For the CSS, this is the one we have added. So now CSS part, we need to add that style sheet URL, and here with the URL. All right, so our external dependency are added. So if I go back and open the dependency, you can see that the calendar dependency have one CSS and one JavaScript. This calendar one we need to add in our widget. So let's go back to that our original widget. Here, this is the widget, calendar widget, and if we edit, oh, and it's already added the dependency, right? So dependency, so we have that widget have the dependency, and dependency have two modules. One is that JavaScript and another is the CSS. That's all configuration is you needed. Now going forward, going forward, you need to add those or call those dependency here. So let's quickly call those dependency and see. So first you have to, I'm just removing this one, and you have to declare one div, and this div could have anything, but I'm just putting that you can put any ID. So I'm putting that ID equal to calendar, and then so if I go to the client script, you have to add some client script to see the calendar. For this, you just need to type that this one is for jQuery. So we are putting that calendar, and then inside that we are putting that hash the ID, the calendar ID, and dot the full calendar. This have uh, this could have some of the parameter, or this could have, this is the calendar, and this is the function and the full calendar. So whenever you are using the full calendar, it will be open that calendar into that ID. So now you have to add the events. So events is nothing but whatever we previously used, that events needs to be attached, that's it. So if we choose that events dot, so c dot data dot events, that will be show all the events here. It should be colon, not as. Okay, so in this between this second bracket, the first bracket and second bracket, you have to put all the options. So all the options will be present here. So let's save that and see how it looks like, and then I'll guide you that more informations about that. So now you can see that calendar is started rendering here. So that's a good things that we started the calendar. And now if you go to the documentation and go to the docs, if you need to add anything, you can definitely add. So if you go to that and go to the toolbar and like header, so if you see the header, the title, left side will be title, center will be blank, and right side the today, previous, next. If you want to add in the header, you just copy that, and this is the your header options, right? This is the option name, the header. So you just need to put that one here. So header is something in the inside the header you want that left side. So there is a three parameter, left and right and center, whatever the alignment was. So so the header have the left, center and right. So left side should have that title, so you can put that one and it will be start rendering based on that preview, next and today's date. So if you want to add one more any of these button, you can create, you can use that button, just like if you see it's still saving. So it's saved. So you can see that so title, so you can, if you want to, you if you think that the title should be in the center, you can also put that and save that. So whatever options you need to change, everything should be present inside that one. So I'll show you that the other functionality how it will be looks like, and then you will be more familiar on that. Let's see, it's rendering. You can see this one just a little bit moved because we just removed that, we just uh, change the title like center, not in the left side. You can instead of this one you can move that, or if you want to add some more button, you can use that. These are the buttons available by default, but you can, along with that, on not only header, you can add the footer. If you want to add something in the footer, you just need to change that text to the footer. It will start rendering that. Instead of header, you can type the footer and save that. These all the things, the title, the buttons will be present to into the bottom side. So whatever configuration options you want to do, you have to pass from that the bottom side. So it will be start rendering based on that. Let me show you how it will be looks like. Along with that, if I go to the docs, till now it's let's save that. Is it's rendering? Yeah, see, this came to that bottom side, right? So similarly, by default that header, if we haven't declared this will be take by default. So you have to declare that header equal to empty empty empty. So it will not take that header, it will only take the footer. So if we go here documentation and see that any of these functionality, like so if you see there are some prime versions, so that will be paid. So these options too are the paid version, and these few options are paid version, but most of the things are free and available. If you want to change something like for example that we can say that click and selection, there should be some event selection where I can see. So from you can go through this documentation, there is nicely documented here. I was just looking for that like not only the header, you can change the toolbar and all those stuffs. Like this is the toolbar, header and footer, right? So You can create your custom button also, like this one. You can see that custom button is there, so you can create the custom button, and whatever functionality you want to include, you can include. So you just need to do the same thing. I'm just showing you. So this is the custom buttons. You just need to copy this code for custom button and add here uh, the custom button, and this my custom button needs to be present into left side of maybe footer, so it will be show in the left side on the footer, that custom button. So once it is, this will be render, you can see that. So there are many more things. You can just click on that any of this event, and that will be show all the details, like that event details. I'm just showing you quickly. So before that, let me go to that. See, the custom button is present, so you just created the custom button. So there is one more options here, is the event click. So this is the one of the um, you can say that useful function. So this is the function. So whenever you will click any of this event, right now is the this event, this is the event. Whenever you will click the event, it should trigger something. So that, if that is the case, you can also do that some of the stuffs, like there is a three parameter, but I'm just putting the first parameter is the call event. Okay, and if you put the alert and something like event clicked or something like that, you can also do that. So suppose you want to populate the title of that event, you can populate that title also. So let's save this one and let me show you. So to save this one, it takes some little bit time, but yeah. So if you click that event, it says that event click test 2. See, it's showing that your title along with that event click. So whenever you are clicking the event, it's calling these functions event click and showing here. Similarly, you can I won't be able to show you that there is options called few methods. If you go here, that date navigation. So suppose you want to jump any particular date, something like that. Like currently you created one date and you want to jump the particular date called 2020, you can use this one as a function scala. So to use that one, you just need to do that. I won't be able to show you, might be you can use that one. What I can say here, I'm just showing you. You just need to do dollar here and then hash inside that hash calendar, this one, and you just need to set that full calendar, and inside that the parameter is go to date, and here should be your date object that you want to go to. So our case, maybe I'm just giving you, I don't know how like what will be the exact syntax of that, but yeah, maybe I can see. So I'm just putting the third index of that date. See, so I'm just saying that to my system that it should go to that particular date. If you click the custom button, I don't know that the if that is the third event is the same calendar, like if the third event list is the November, it won't be show. Let's see how it looks like. And then so basically what will be happens, so if you write this code, so maybe if you are in that January or October, if you put that, it will be redirect you to that particular, particular date. Something I missed, so it's not rendering. Yeah, I don't put that dot. Let's see, it's taking some time. So that's one of the methods. So if you see, this is the method. To use the method, you have to use something that way. If you are using the calendar preview, calendar next, you have to use those like this way. But if you are using the any options like that default date, if you want to set some default date, you can set that default date, something like that. So let's see. So suppose I am in that October, I don't know how it will be. It's not working actually, but yeah, because I have not set that proper syntax. So if you query that start date and set, it will be work. So you want to maybe set that and see. I have three records, right? So the index should be 0 1, in between 0 1 2. So maybe that's the reason it's not showing. So what I was talking about that, if you in the top section, if you see there is segregation, the method, if they are asking you for the setting the method, you have to show something like that calendar, and then this is the method name, and then that is the value. But if they are talking about that these options, so then something like that, so options will be something inside of this one here. So this is the options. So let's see, let's try once more time. See this custom button we created, once we click that, it is redirecting to the November because we use the go to function. So that's how you can maintain that calendar and show in actual the calendar. You can change the height, you can change all those stuff. So keep trying and make changes on the calendar. If you have any doubt, ping me in the WhatsApp or um, comments in the YouTube video. I'll reply on that. We recently launched a uh, uh, website. You can go through that